Okay. Okay, let's do this. It's time for Advent of Code again. Let me set up the new base class. Day 6. And do it here and there. Set the base value. Let me see, that should be good. Okay. I've already heard from a few people that today should probably be a very easy day. So yeah, let's find out. Hey Yanis, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have you done Advent of Code today? Let me share the link for today. I'm talking to chat. Let's see, we pin this one. I noticed in the recent video that I couldn't see a replay of chat. I thought that I enabled that, but let's see. Anders says, I'm technically 2 of your viewers on TV and laptop, but since Kim is next to me, she's one of them. Yeah, yep, sounds legit, and thanks for supporting. My content is that good that you have to watch it twice at the same time, right? Yeah, it's nice to have you here, mate. Let me see. And I've given you a blue hammer now as well, since, yeah, that helps. Okay, so day 6, let's do this. Double the tech edu, yes. Tuning trouble. The preparations are finally complete and you and the elves leave camp on foot and begin to make your way towards the Starfruit Grove. As you move through the dense undergrowth, one of the elves gives you a handheld device. He says that it has many fancy features, but the most important one to set up right now is the communication system. However, because he's heard you have the significant experience dealing with signal-based systems, he convinced the other elves that it would be okay to give you their one malfunctioning device. Surely you'll have no problem fixing it. As if inspired by comedic timing, the device emits a few colorful sparks. To be able to communicate with the elves, the device needs to lock on their signal. The signal is a series of seemingly random characters that the device receives one at a time. To fix the communication system, you need to add a subroutine to the device that detects the start of packet marker in the data stream. In the protocol being used by the elves, the start of a packet is indicated by a sequence of 4 characters that are all different. Okay? The device will send your subroutine a data stream buffer, your puzzle input. Your subroutine needs to identify the first position where the 4 most recent received characters are all different. Specifically, it needs to report the number of characters from the beginning of the buffer to the end of the first such 4 character marker. For example, suppose you receive the following data stream buffer. So you see there's a J repeated here, etc. After the first 3 characters have been received, there haven't been enough characters received yet to find the marker. The first time a marker could occur is after the 4th character is received, making the most recent 4 characters MJQJ, okay? Because J is repeated, it isn't the marker. The first time a marker appears after the 7th character arrives. Once it does, the last 4 characters received are JPQM, which are all different. In this case, your subroutine should report the value 7 because the first start of packet marker is complete after 7 characters have been processed. So let me see, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that's the first 4 unique ones, yes. So you need to keep a rolling average looking forward, and then you need to have the length after that. Okay, that is fine. Here are a few more examples. The first marker after character 5. Yes. And also, as we read this, you see that they call it character 7 and 6, and here they say character 5. But if you look at it from a 0-based index, you need to subtract 1. Or rather, you'll have a 0-based index that is 1 lower, so you need to report the last one plus 1. So let me see. How many characters need to be processed before the first start of packet marker is detected? So here we will have the input. Okay, so basically you compare 4 things. I'll just read this as a stream, I think. So we do for int I is, and we start at, we can look ahead actually. 0, I smaller than input.length minus 4. Last index to check is this. And then we increment it. And then we can do if. And what we actually can do is do a substring, distinct it, and then check if count is 4. Writing it out yourself is probably quicker, but we can do something like input substring I, 4 distinct. Or just count here. It's 4. Let's put a constant here. Const target unique count is 4. So we use those variables here. So we do if console right line. We say match found at index I, and now we need to make sure that we add the appropriate number. Result would be I plus target unique count, and I think we need to add one more there. No, it's actually correct. Let me do this on the test input just to make sure that I'm not crazy. So this one should report 7. Let me see. String target is this. Oh. Just to make sure that I'm not messing this up. And I should also say that we start the day 6 here. And I should break after I find it. See, result 7, that is correct. And I should add the break here. I knew it before I ran it. So that we do break. So now we can just say input. So that should be our result. Boom, that's the right answer. So yeah, that was very easy. Let's see, part 2. Device communication system is correctly detecting packets, but still isn't working. It looks like it also needs to look for messages. Start of message marker is just like a start of packet marker, except it consists of 14 distinct characters rather than 4. Okay? That is kind of easy as well. So let's, oh wait, how many characters? Yeah, okay. So basically it's the same as this, except we do this 14 and then the rest of the code is the same. Ooh, it didn't find one. Because, and this is why you shouldn't use magic numbers. You need to always just set a reference to make sure that you, in this case I set the space to 4, right? And what I neglected to do was in the substring to use that same reference. So that's why you never declare things more than once and never use inline numbers for your code. And this was a prime example why you should never do that. So let me run that again. And here is the next answer. Boom, yeah, it was as easy as that. And while the hard coding, the second part, would be pretty annoying, I think, it's still very doable. And would probably be faster than keep substringing, because basically you have like a running snapshot of the string, so you could just keep track of the count. Yeah. But yeah, this was extremely easy if you do it like this. So that was really fast. How long have I been streaming? 12 minutes. Not that fast. But yeah, so it was a very quick day once again. Have I finally convinced you to do some of these challenges, Anders? Because Anders has been programming for the last year a lot more than he used to, and I think he really likes it. And this is a great way to learn and hone your skills. And he says, now do it in Bash. Sure, I'll Google the answer on the Reddit solutions forum. I'm sure there's somebody that did it in Bash. No, but one of the choices that you make is the programming language that you use to code these solutions. And C# is my absolute favorite language because it's very versatile and basically runs on anything and can do pretty much anything. And when you have simple helpers like this, it just makes solving these kinds of puzzles really easy. Because if you don't do this, then you would have to do if target I is not equal to target I plus 1, etc. And you have to do that for all the indexes and then do the same for the subsequent ones. So that gets pretty annoying. So yeah, a quick day, day 6. I'm wondering when the difficulty will ramp up. Maybe my memory isn't correct, but it seems like this is the simplest year to get started so far from all the challenges. Because if you look back, like if you go to events here, you can look at 2016 for instance. If you look at day 1, it has a pathfinding thing where you have to rotate, move, keep track of how your distance relative to the starting point changes, etc. This one is already more difficult than the past few that we had, I think. So yeah. So also, if you haven't done Advent of Code before, you can go back to all these years and complete them. I still need to do a bunch, I see. And I will probably do that when I get some more time. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks to you for keeping me company on